What's up, everybody coming in? Howdy, 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 howdy. Gonna do a midweek haul. Do every Wednesday night, about 8 o'clock, 8:15. Show you what I got so far this week. Full-time reseller, um, and got quite a bit of stuff. Monday, Tuesday, and today. Some vintage, some women's, some men's, of course, because that's mostly what I sell online. Let's see. All right, all right. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait a few for some more people to come. So right now I'm just putting together these shoes because I'm going to get ready to clean them. One of the things I got this week, I haven't been getting shoes very often because they take a lot of time to clean. If you've been following me, I've been saying that a lot. But so this is the only pair of shoes that I bought so far this week, Monday through Wednesday. So let me see. All right, all right. Keep it up. Let's go. Let's go. All right, welcome, welcome. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start. So this is all the stuff I got so far this week. So it's a short thrift haul. I mean a midweek thrift haul, but I bet I have over 50 items here that I got. And actually tonight I put them in different categories for you. So I kind of have my bread and butter. I have my like brands that you know, but they have a couple extra things to look for. And then I have some bolos that are new to me, might be new to you. And then I actually have a women's stack and some winter stuff. So I'm going to show you right now. I got these Brooks shoes, women's. They're a newer. They're the glycerin 20s, and they're in really good condition. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to need a magic eraser. Magic eraser, by the way, is really good to use on these. And those of you who know me, these are nubs on nubs. So these big things right here are called the nubs, and then the little bitty nubs are on there too. So they're only $10, and I think I can sell these for probably around $50. They're in such good condition. I bet they've been worn less than 20 times. They definitely don't look like they've been running. So $10 into about 50. And for those of you who don't know, I had the buyers pay for shipping with my eBay model. So everything I tell you, it's going to be that price plus the buyer pays shipping. So the bread and butter, just Under Armour polo. Under Armour, I don't know about you guys, but that has not been selling well for me over the past year, like last summer, last spring, and this year. But for $5, I'm going to pick them up. I'll sell them for about, just depends on the model, but if it's a normal size like this, I'm just going to sell it for like 20 bucks. So 5 into 20, I'll probably walk away with about 12 in my pocket, maybe 11. All right, all right. How much were those? How much for what? The shoes were 10. This is 5. So about everything I show you is going to be about $5. So Under Armour bread and butter is $5. Another bread and butter, Purdue. Don't want to talk about it. They got beat #1 seed. That's where I went to school. Just a zip up, quarter zip, $5. Nike bread and butter. Probably get 25 out of that, maybe more. College stuff, if it's a decent sized college, it's going to bring more money, especially if it's like a big college, well known Ivy League or like a Notre Dame or an Alabama, something like that. It definitely brings good money. Yeah, ask questions, guys. Ask questions. So I love getting Under Armour golf pants because they sell year round. A lot of golf courses require people to wear golf pants and not shorts. So even in Florida, they sell year round. These are kind of a unique blue. They have kind of a check in them, and then they're called the match play. So they have these stretchy waistbands, and they're all sizes sell for me. So these are 38.30. It doesn't matter. These all sell for me. I actually paid up for these. Usually I like to pay $5, but I pay $10 for these now. They've priced them up at our Goodwills, but I'll buy them because I sell them for $23. $24 plus buyer pay shipping on those. So that's a bread and butter. One more bread and butter, and I'll go to something unique. Here's just a Nike polo. Again, $5, but it's a little unique because I live here in Indy, and then Indianapolis Motor Speedway actually has a golf course inside of it. So this is called Brickyard Crossing Golf Course, and it's kind of popular. Actually, it's kind of world renowned as far as people come to Indy to watch the Indianapolis 500. They want to play in that golf course. So that actually will help the value. A lot of times it hurts the value. In this particular case, it helps the value. So let me show you some vintage stuff I got. Oh, what up, dog? Teacher Lex, former teacher. I'm a former teacher, 13 years. My friend in here, thanks for coming in. Yep. By the way, I ran into Chris at Goodwill and his mom. He got a big lip. He goes to Guyan. I guess you wouldn't know him, but he was at another school. But I got these. You may know about these. Actually, you're kind of young. These are BB. I got 2 pairs, which I don't usually buy, BB. But these were super popular when I was in high school, like 2002 to 2005, 2004. I bought 2 pair. They're both leather. I wouldn't have picked these up, but they were both 100% leather. And I typed in BB leather pants, and Y2K popped up all over the place. And these exact ones came up. The comps were, I think, like $35 a piece. So I grabbed them. They were only 5 each. So they're the same size. I'll probably just lot them together. Y2K, which means like the year 2000. Stuff's popular now. I'll show you something else I got this Y2K. Actually, 2 things. I love running into students and their families. Nice finds, friend. Everyone go buy stuff from SurfsUp. Thanks. Right on. Yeah, I love, guys, one of the greatest things about teaching is running into your former students. I love it. I taught special needs, so a lot of them work at the Goodwill I go to. So yeah, Lex, thank you. And she actually helped me get on TikTok, by the way. Shout out. These are Abercrombie and Fitch, and these are actually from like Y2K. And believe it or not, these are popular. I don't know how old or young you guys are watching out there, but I graduated high school in 04, and you had to have Abercrombie. And so these right now bring probably like $25. They used to bring nothing, but they're coming back into style. So old Abercrombie is coming back into style. If you were with me today on my live thrift, which was my first live thrift, I plan to do more. You saw I found these on the hanging racks. Abercrombie and Fitch, old vintage tag. Vintage is in like 2000, 2001, and they're cargo. So something to look for are the heavy duty cargo shorts from Abercrombie and Fitch. They are great sellers. The best sizes for them are like 34 to 38. These are 32, so they're not too bad. But again, only paid $4 for them, and these will sell probably within a couple weeks for 27 to 32. So that's what I'll list them for. Perfect time to find them just in time for the summer. Hello, what's up? The shorts are in high school. Yeah, you had those shorts. They could be your shorts. So it could be your shorts. Cargo pants in any brand do better than regular shorts. Maybe for you, I guess it just depends what brand they are. But definitely Abercrombie pants, shorts. I would not pick these up if they were flat. You're right. So only cargo, heavy duty Abercrombie shorts. I'm telling you, like in high school, I wore these with my beeper right here, like my Nokia, all the things, my CarMax. So I'll show you another little vintage item. So these are actually Brooks Brothers. Guys, keep a lookout for this pattern, especially if it's like the Indian Madras fabric. It's a type of fabric. It's like super soft cotton. But these are called patchwork pants. They come in shorts. They come in shirts. They come in blazers. Blazers are my favorite, and pants are my second favorite. So if you can find Polo Ralph Lauren or Brooks Brothers patchwork pants, you're going to talk good money. These will probably sell for around $40, and I paid $5 for them. So last night I was on live with K-Way, and we talked about, like, if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. And I work probably, like he said, 70 hours a week, but I was thrifting all day. So I felt like this wasn't work. So, as a matter of fact, it was exciting. Like I found these. I'm like, oh man, those are awesome. Those will sell for $40. I sold them before. So yeah. Ask me some questions if you have anything. Right into the ground. Those are some nice picture frames. Yep. So a little bit about me. I sold antiques before I started selling clothes. So I sold antiques before, and then they started shipping them off to like Goodwill.com, and you can't find them anymore or whatever. But I love guys getting these Oakley pants. They have dual purposes. Number one, these were new with tags. I only paid $5 for them. But these Oakley pants that are nylon, they're golf pants, but also I have some friends that have done motorsports before, and they wear these in like the pits. So these are great Oakley pants, dual purpose. A lot of people buy these for different reasons. So these nylon Oakley pants I always find, and I pick them up. If they weren't new with tags, I would probably sell them for about $20, buying them for 5 or 4. So that's, and again, I had the buyer's pay for shipping. So let's see what else. I just feel bad. I sold them South Pole jeans. Yeah, South Pole jeans, man. I don't know. I guess those are coming in. K-Way said those are selling for him, so I better start keeping on the lookout. Where am I purchasing these items? Most of these come from Goodwill, Salvation Army. We have a thrift store in town that just opened. I was there today, called the Wheeler Mission. Great cause, feed the homeless, love it, but their prices are crazy. And if you were live with me today, it was completely dead. There were 2 people in the store because everything is like completely overpriced. Like Kohl's brands are marked exactly as they would at Kohl's. So found some new tags, Under Armour shorts. Found these in one of my videos. I'm not going to go through some of this boring stuff, but Tommy Bahama, it's that season. I don't know if I would have gotten this. Tommy Bahama doesn't do as well for me, but it had the tags still, and it was only $5, so I picked it up. So that's an easy pickup. Tommy Bahama, new with tags, easy pickup. How much revenue do you average a month? I usually don't like to talk about money, but I'll give you some numbers. So I sell around so my cost of goods is probably about $5.50 per item. So I pay about $5.50 per item on average. My average selling cost is around 40. So if you do the math and the fees with eBay and everything else, I sell about 10 items a day on average, I'd say. And that's 7 days a week. Good thing about having an online store is it's always open. So I found these Hurley swim trunks, which I don't usually buy, but they marked them at $1.99, and it's a collab with Hurley. This collab, I forget what it is, but this collab with Hurley for $1.99 is a no-brainer. Phantom, if you know Hurley, Phantom, and actually Nike and Hurley are the same company, or Nike owns Hurley, so you might find some Nike or Hurley shorts with Nike tags or Nike marks on them. I mean, I sold 3 pairs. Tommy Bahama silk shirts do well. Yeah, they do. I mean, I picked it up. Actually, I have another one right here I picked up too. So if we want to talk about it, I'll bring it up. This is another type of Tommy Bahama I'll talk about. Silk, 100% silk, but had the unique factor of a big embroidery on the back. So if you find Tommy Bahama button up, pure silk shirt with the embroidery on the back, and there's all sorts of them. I mean, I haven't bought this one. I've never seen this one before, and I probably sold 50 of them. So they're always different. Those always bring more money. Those always command more money. Do you only sell on eBay, Facebook Marketplace? So I sell my hard goods on Marketplace, but I sell all my clothing on eBay. Um, I'm right now, I'm a one-man show, and I do it full time out of my house. And I just have enough time to thrift and list on eBay. I might cross list. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm doing fine. So I've been doing this. My store's been open since 2001. So I have quite a few repeat buyers and followers. For example, like I'm gonna pick up these Polo Ralph Lauren. They're all the same size. They're all in really good condition. And with my Polo Ralph Lauren stuff, I have repeat buyers. So I know I'm gonna list these and they'll sell as a lot, and I almost guarantee it's going to say repeat buyer underneath it because people follow my store. Fast Flips. How many rolling listings do you have at a time? So I have about, it's hard to say, 1,450 right now. I want to get up to 1,500 by the end of the week. So I've been really pushing it out. It was under 1,400. Now it's at 1,450. And if you guys pricing's right, you're always trying to play catch up. So you sell things, you have to list things. So sold 10 things, I got to list 10 things. So it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So right now I'm trying to list 15 to 30 things a day. So, all right, let's see. The gray or black pants do really well for me. What What gray black pants? The Oakley gray black pants. All right, so I show these on one of my hauls actually, or I mean one of my videos. But these are Lululemon, and they're like baggy men's. They're men's, and the reason I know that is because they're large. Women's always has a number size, and men's are small, medium, large, extra large, whatever. And I've sold these before, and believe it or not, these sell so well for me. I think it's because they don't make them anymore, and the people who have them love them, and they still want more pairs. So these are Lululemon. Um, I thought Skinny was in. They're not. These are super popular. These will still sell. These will probably sell within a week of me listing them. And I'll probably list them around $30 to $40 somewhere in there. Found them on the South Pole jeans. I run across South Pole all the time. I need to look more into that because people have been saying South Pole's been selling. I definitely sell like Jinkos and Silver Tab and all that stuff from Y2K. So I guess South Pole's starting to be in that realm. Um, Lululemon shirt. I saw the 3 stripes right there and the dot right there. Actually, fun fact, I taught PE to special needs students, right? Actually, they're my great students. We call them exceptional learners, as a matter of fact. And I always wore Nike, always wore whatever. I'm like, I'm never going to spend freaking $90 on Lululemon. Well, guess what? Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, Lululemon right there. Oh, geez, my shorts, Lululemon. I thrifted Lululemon. I wore it, and I'm like, oh my God, this stuff's awesome for a lot of reasons. So if you're sweating stuff all day, it just like wicks away. You don't have any stink or anything. So I've been picking these up, Polo Ralph Lauren shirts, and selling them. And they've been selling for me. If you are familiar with eBay, I put them on promoted listings for just like 4% or 5% just to get them ranked up there. And I list them at like $14.99 just for a regular size. And they sell. I pay $4 or $5 for these. They sell for $15. I sell probably 10 to 15 of them a week. So that's just an extra $100 a week. They take me no time to list. So let's see. Just sold a pair of South Pole jeans. Yeah, nice. Orvis, new with tag pants, no brainer, $5. Got those. This is unique. I posted a picture on Instagram. If you haven't started following me, I'm going to be posting a lot of pictures and bolo brands and stuff on Instagram. But this is actually a Polo Ralph Lauren. When it comes to polo, anything unique sells. In this, I mean, look at these colors. I mean, it's like Cinco de Mayo just threw up all over the place. It's beautiful. So, and it has a little pony down at the bottom instead of the top. So it's unique. So I picked it up. Super light, stretchy. Pick that up. Let me show you. Let me show you some vintage stuff I got. Let's see. Any questions? Polo is the top selling brand in my store. I'm telling you, Polo is such an overlooked brand. It will command money. Speaking of, right here. So people pass over these all the time. These are Polo Ralph Lauren pants, right? But they're unique because they have this leather strip right here. This leather strip will help sell. So the leather strip and the extra little pocket right here are good. So if you have the leather strip, it'll bring more money. Polo Ralph Lauren, as long as it's unique, it will sell. So, Shelby, hi. My wife's just joining me because she's going to help me with some of the questions. It said it's hard for me to get to all the questions. So if you guys have questions, ask them away, and I will answer them while I'm showing you my stuff.
Somebody asked about promoted listings.
Do I promote my listings? I promote my common listed items. So if it's Polo Ralph Lauren, or like I said earlier, Nike polo shirt or an Under Armour shirt, something there's thousands and thousands of them on, I'll promote it, but not for a lot, like 4 or 5%. Not a lot. This is a newer brand for me, actually. It's kind of a bolo brand. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'll let you do it. Sitka. But this brand right here, I'll show you the tag, is a hunting brand. And if you find the hunting gear, it commands a ton of money. This is just a hoodie, and I saw the sold comps were like $40 used for just a hoodie. So I had no idea about this brand, but then again, I looked it up. It was really heavy, unique, never heard of it. You have to look that stuff up. You can't pass it over. Here's another brand I saw today. If you were with me, my live thrifting, pick this up off the rack. Taylor Stitch. This is bolo, guys. Write it down. If you don't already know it, Taylor Stitch, they make jeans, heavy shirts, jackets, men's, mostly men's. They might make women's, but this is a heavy denim shirt. So with the 2 pockets right there, heavy denim shirt. This is a great find, only $5. This should probably sell for, I didn't look up comps just because I know the brand, but I'm guessing probably like $40 for that, maybe more. So definitely slept on. Bottom is sick. What bottom is sick? What bottom is sick? All right, check this one out. I'm a huge Disney nut, Disney fan. I love Disney, but that's not why I picked this up. I picked it up because it's vintage. I had this old tag, and it was this Mickey Mouse. And at first, I thought someone ironed it on, like just to a sweatshirt, but I saw it was branded by Disney. So I looked up the tag, looked it up, and this is popular. And I actually couldn't find one. Mickey just has some swagger right here. He's got this gold watch. You know, it's probably like a presidential from like the 1980s. He's just got swagger, living in the city. So I think this will probably do pretty well for me. It's only $5. I'll probably ask, I don't know, I'll have to look at comps, maybe 30 for it. I might talk to my vintage thrifting friends and see if they want it. Also found this. I thought this was right next to it. Probably the same person. Tag you want to look for is the Russell Superweight. They come in t-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, but it had this university logo, and then it had, what is it? Princeton, yeah, Princeton College. But Mathley, I was like, what is that? Princeton College is popular, but I don't know that. I guess it's a part of it. And then on the back, it had this really awesome M that's standing for it. The like, I guess it's like a part of Princeton, like a almost like a dormitory of Princeton. But this is awesome. It's I think from the 70s, so this will sell super well. I have really good luck with Ivy League college crew neck sweatshirts like this. So this will always sell well. Any questions for me?
You wash them, and where are you located?
Okay, so I get that question a lot. Do I wash the clothes? I don't actually wash any of the clothes I thrift because I only thrift items that don't have smells and don't have cat hair or whatever. So if I thrift it and it stinks, I'm not going to pick it up. Now there's an exception. If something's worth a lot of money, like I found a Coogee sweater or something and it's had a little smell, I'll go get it dry cleaned. Or I'll bring something home and it might have a little stain. I'll spot treat it, put in the washer. But no, I do not typically wash my clothes. So everything I have is in good condition. And the brands I get, that's the brands I get are higher end brands. So they probably come from good homes. A lot of them don't, none of them smell like smoking. And where I live, they do a good job at checking that. They'll send them to the bins. But this is something to look for, guys. If you find Nike pants like that, just Nike golf pants or Nike golf shorts or Nike shirt, and it has the TW, the Tiger Wood, you can add an extra at least 25% onto that because Tiger Woods brings more money. So instead of these pants bringing $20 for me and the buyer pays shipping, these will probably bring around 30, around 30. So you can actually maybe 50% the price.
Worry about bed bugs.
Do I worry about bed bugs? Of course, of course. But I've been doing clothing since 2015. Never had any never had any issues. I bring everything in, detag it, put it in my storage unit stuff, and it never like comes upstairs or anything like that. So no bed bugs. Jack Archer. I found some pants the other day and they sold really quick for quite a bit of money. And today was the first time I found the shirt. I didn't even find a comp online for the shirt. And they're like the new, like all the shirts right now, like the bill, they all have this like taper in the back or this like cut, this wide cut in the back. And so there were actually two of them right next to each other. So I picked them both up. They're both good size, extra large, really good condition. So I'll probably lot these together. Again, I don't know the comps, but I'm guessing these will probably sell for $20 a piece. So I might lot them up for $50. $50 for those. What else you guys had? Spray them with some, yeah. So my Goodwill, a lot of times they'll roll out the carts and I'll go straight to them. And a lot of times there's stuff that has been sprayed on the clothing and it smells good. But today was awesome because I was doing a live thrifting and I found a brand I've never heard of. And I was like, hey guys, I'm obviously on my phone. look this up for me. So thanks to you guys on there. You look this brand up for me. It's called Tracksmith, and I knew it was special because anytime you find clothing that feels good and it has a ton of extra things to it, like it had this little patch at the bottom, it had this little bunny on the sleeve, it had this little tag on the back. I mean, it just was screaming like this has got quality. And so they were like, yeah, pick it up. The comps are good. There's like 40 of them listed and 150 sold, so the sell through is super good. So I picked it up, and actually I found a long sleeve while I was thrifting too. So I picked both of them up, and I think I was in my car, and they sell for like 30 or 40 used, maybe even more than that. So I was pretty pumped about that. So that's a Bolo brand. I'll show you it again if you didn't get it. So it's this Tracksmith. Tracksmith, never found it before. You know, they're always coming out with new brands. Always coming out with new brands. Has that little logo there. And then on the sleeve, even the long sleeve had the little bunny. Any questions? What's that? Indy does not do that. South side of Indy does not do that. They don't spray. On the north side, a lot of times the carts come out with something sprayed on them, and it smells like Febreze. So I don't know. I don't know. But here's Orvis, and normally I don't pick up an Orvis flannel shirt, but this is unique because it had the leather trim and it had the leather elbow patches. So it's got a couple extra things that's going to help it resell and the value go up, and it's a 2XL. So if Orvis has leather anywhere, a lot of the vests, a lot of stuff has little leather details and patches and things on them. I'll pick it up, and it was $4. I'll probably save this for the fall. Even the collar underneath is leather. So what I do, I'll show you now. I actually store all my winter and fall stuff, and I hoard it until September 1st. September 1st, I'll start throwing all the winter and fall stuff out as in throwing it on eBay. So Mountain Hardware, just full zip jacket, paid $5 for it, full zip, really good condition. It's like a newer one, or actually it's a quarter zip, but it's really good condition. There's no pilling, nothing. So this will probably sell for like $34 plus the buyer pays shipping. I got a couple of North Face jackets. They were girls. Normally I've been staying away from North Face unless they're down, but these were, let's see, $5.99 a piece, and I checked them out. I looked up girls reversible jackets because it had the North Face on the inside too. And these have a specific name, and they go for like 35 to 45 each. So it was a no-brainer. I'll hold off on these until September, and then I'll list them. Another little thing that happened, which is funny, and this is a piece of advice for you guys. If you are into selling blazers and suits, so I found this blazer over in the suit section, but there were no pants with it, right? And you know this brand sells super well. I just sold a polo for like $50. This brand is super hot. It has these little like coral emblems embroidered like throughout. So I saw the jacket. It had this pinstripe. I'm like, pinstripe doesn't really go well with, just as a blazer. So I don't know. I'm going to go look in the pants section. And lo and behold, I found the pants that go with the blazer. So that is a little clue for you guys, or something I found out along the way. If you find a really nice blazer that has a pattern to it, go look in the pants section and you might find the pants. So this became probably double now that I got it. This will probably sell for $100, and it cost me 10.
How many days does your stuff sit before it sells?
It just depends. So the question was, how many days does my stuff sit before it sells? It all depends, guys, on how you price it, and yeah, pretty much how you price it. If you price it to sell, it's going to sell, and then how many of them are listed. So, for example, I'm going to still pick up right now. I'm going to still pick up these Ted Baker polo shirts because it keeps selling for me. I didn't think they would, but they do. So I'm going to keep picking these up. I buy them for $5. I sell them for $18. Now, if this starts sitting for $18 for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, so like half the season, half the summer season, I'll just mark it down and not pick them up anymore. So I really like to make my money. My model or my business model is get things out, bring it in, price it a little cheaper, and get it out the door. Make that money go to use for me. So I don't like things sitting around. So my goal usually, if it's a common item, I like to get rid of it within 90 days. What's up? What's up, K-Way?
He took your advice.
Shout out to K-Way. I'm sure you all follow him, but I think he's going to be on tonight at 9:30. I'm not trying to take his crowd, so join him tonight at 9:30. He's always got good stuff. I went live today for the first time thrifting. It was fun. Little awkward at first, but it was really fun. This is a good brand to look out for. I think it's Cricket or Cricket, whatever it is. But look for that logo on the pocket, chest pocket. I don't find it very often, but this is a super popular brand. And I only paid $5 for it, and these usually just sell in the 30s for me. And for everything I sell, the buyer pays shipping. I have the buyer pay shipping. So anytime I tell you the price of something, the buyer's going to pay shipping. What else do we have?
Did you just start?
Huh?
Did you just start?
When did I start? I started in 2015 selling clothes. So I sold antiques and collectibles. Before that, 2001 to 2015, well, and beyond a little bit, but clothing, I started in 2015. So I've gone through different cycles of stuff that like were hot and not. And I was a teacher full-time. Now I do this full-time reselling. And I could have been doing this full-time reselling the past 2 years, but I stuck with teaching until last fall. And that's when I stopped. So picked up this Under Armour polo. I paid up for it. It was $10. Normally I wouldn't pay $10 for it, but it was new with tags, and it was BMW Championship. If you guys know, that's a PGA event, and we had 2 of these events in Indy, 2 BMW Championships here at a PGA course, and this stuff comes like Peter Millar, Adidas. I see it in Under Armour, obviously. Nike sells well, so anything with BMW, especially the logo, I pick up if it's on a name brand for sure. I'd have paid $10 for that, even if it wasn't new with tags.
Are you familiar with Antiqua?
What's up?
Antiqua?
Antiqua. Let me see. I don't see Antiqua. So we're gonna move on. What do you usually sit first class? So anything that's under a pound is first class, right? But I usually do 13 ounces. So a polo shirt, I already know any type of polo shirt is going to be first class. Any type of golf pants that are Under Armour, Nike, first class. Any type of long sleeve, lightweight button ups like this one. This is J. Crew, one of the few J. Crew shirts I'll pick up. It's the Cambrai or Chambray, whatever it is. You can tell it's like a linen feeling material, but I'll ship these first class. So anything around 13 ounces. After you do it a while, I recommend, like Kaylee was saying last night, if you're new to selling, you need to get a scale. You need to figure out shipping, like priority. That's the number one thing you do is figure out your shipping, because if you don't do shipping right, you could lose money that quick. For example, if I sold this shirt for $20 and it was more than first class, I could pay an extra $4 shipping, which cuts into my overall cost. So I might, instead of make $10 or $12 on that shirt, I might only make 5 or 4. So you gotta know shipping. I'm gonna show you some women's clothing. So I mostly do men's clothing. Here's some women's clothing that I picked up this week. So I'm just getting into women's. I know some. This is James Purse. They make it in men's too. And it was only $5. I didn't even look up comps because I know it's a great brand, and it was new with tags. So pick these up. I don't know the comps, but I'm guessing they're jogger pants and women's. I'm guessing these will probably sell for $30 to $40, maybe more. Probably $35, $40. Also, again, Polo Ralph Lauren. If it's unique, I pick it up, even if it's women's. So I found this Polo Ralph Lauren unique, like floral, looks like a painting. This is gonna go this spring, super quick. I looked up the comps actually on this one. They were like $25, $26. So this will go like for probably 8 ounces actually. So super cheap, $5, no brainer. So the buyer will pay shipping on that. After eBay costs and sales or eBay costs and fees, I'll probably make $15 on that shirt. What's up, Shelby? Antiqua, find it in the pro shop. Oh, Antique, the golf brand. No, that brand doesn't do well for me, unfortunately. Maybe if it has like a Pinehurst or like a Masters logo on it, but yeah, I see that brand all the time. And usually, guys, if you see a brand all the time in the thrift stores, you know it's going to be saturated online too. So most of the stuff I show you are not going to be things that you see all the time at the thrift stores. So yeah, that brand doesn't do anything. I found these silver tab. These are actually women's. I've never found silver tab women's shorts. High waisted mom shorts. That's what gave it away. So high waisted mom shorts. I'm not going to get into all the mom and men can be pregnant and all that sort of stuff, but I knew these were women's high waisted silver tab. Something to look for, new or old. It's a line of Y2K Levi's, and you can look at the button too. The button has like a little copper thing in the middle, but these do really well. $3.99, no brainer. Gonna pick them up.
Puritan.
If I pick up Puritan, no. What's your packing storage routine? I do not pick up Puritan. Definitely not. I pass over a ton of Puritan. Again, some brands, guys, it all depends what you source it for, right? If I don't normally pick up 511 Levi jeans because they're $7.99 here, but if they were $1, I would pick them up and sell them for 15. So it just depends on how much you can source them for. But that's a brand I probably wouldn't buy even if or sell if someone gave it to me, unfortunately. My storage system. So the way I do things, I detag it, take pictures of it, then I put it in my storage system in my basement. I have different totes for everything, women's, men's, polos, all that sort of stuff. And then I'll just pull what I sold that day and print off the labels and pack it up. So I print everything at home. You can save by doing that. I have a video on YouTube if you haven't seen it already. I just kind of made it just a quick little tutorial on shipping and how you can save money. But I found this today, this St. John. It's like a short, it's like a crop like jacket. I don't know what it is. It's women's, but it's St. John, right? And people actually, I posted something the other day, and they're like, St. John's doesn't sell. Funny, because I just sold, like, you can check my eBay store this week or last week, 3 blazers St. John, and the cheapest one was like 48, and one of them went for over 100. So St. John does sell, and if you source it at the right price, then it will sell. I paid $8 for this. I've seen thrift stores price these at like 30. I'm gonna pass. There's not enough meat on the bones. What else in questions, Shelby? Throw them at me. Felix, what's up?
I think Felix is messing with you. It's Puritan.
I know. Felix was on with me today. K-Way tells me Felix is a jokester. Him in Tokyo. So you tell me what he has to say. I'll get back at him. It will sell. They may be confused with St. John Bay. Yes, good point. So let me show you guys that again. St. John. St. John, it'll either say St. John Collection or St. John like Anne Marie, something like that, or St. John Sport. Don't ever buy St. John Bay. You'll probably go into the thrift store tomorrow and you're going to find St. John Bay. Don't buy it. That is like where's that sold? I don't know, like Kohl's or Walmart does not sell. Don't buy St. John's Bay. I don't care if it's free. You're not going to be able to get any money out of it. So again, Polo Ralph Lauren screams unique. It's like a linen cotton blend. Aztec, which is always in. It's women's. Picked it up. I forget what the comps are, but I'm guessing probably $30, $35. Paid $5 for it. So again, getting out of my comfort zone, going into the women's clothing area. Especially if they roll out a new cart, I'm going to check it out. And the next 2 things I did find on a cart they just rolled out. What do we have? JCPenney's at St. John's Bay. Yep, so St. John's Bay might be vintage soon because I don't think JCPenney's going to last very long. Yeah, you're right. So these are Veronica Beard. Veronica Beard, have you heard of that? Veronica Beard. My wife is not she doesn't care about this stuff. She'll go to Old Navy. But these are pretty bougie. And I know this brand because I picked it up new with tags before and it was like crazy expensive from Nordstrom's. but Veronica Beard's a good brand to look for. And I looked up the comps, and what helped these again, which are coming back, they are flare. So these are flare legs, and the flare legs are back in style for some people. And I looked at the comps, and they're really good. Only $5 for these. I forget what the comps were, but I'm gonna say over $30 or $40 for sure on that. Here's a new brand I've never found before in women's. I think I saw it before, and the tags look super nice. So I'm like, I'm gonna look it up real quick. And it was with those Diane. A lot of times you'll find a really expensive brand and a couple other things right behind it that you might not know of. Look them up because they probably came from the same house, the same household. But this brand right here, you know that brand? Oscar? I don't know it either. But it's like a linen pant. But the comps on these were sick. They were like anywhere from 50 to in the hundreds used. So they're linen, only $5. They were right next to these Diane pants. So just picked them both up. And a lot of these brands I don't know how to pronounce, but it doesn't matter because on eBay you just type out the brand, you don't have to pronounce it. These came on the same cart. Never heard of these. So Planet, and these are like rain jackets or jackets. They're kind of like cropped up zip, but never seen it before. But be on the lookout because these bring lots of money. I looked up comps and they were bringing tons of money, and the sell-through rate was great. I even found like a small mini dress. Planet, super good. And I found another jacket. So all those women's things were on the same cart. They probably came from the same house. I'm guessing this is probably like a Nordstrom style brand because these are all super expensive. Questions? What you guys got? Looks like Connor Dickey blazers. Probably higher than 40 for which ones? Yeah, I know. Some of those, again, I just quickly. So when I'm in the store, I'll look up the brands, like let's say that Planet brand. I'll look this up and I'll go to sold. And if the solds are way more sell through than what's listed, I know they're going to sell quick. And then if the used prices are high, I'm just going to be like, oh, no flaws. I'm going to get it. So for $5, I'm not even going to look up the exact model. I'm just going to get it. Yeah, how much?
Oh
my wife just looked up Planet. So
a sweater is $300.
So new, a sweater out of this brand is $300. How much do they sell for used?
I don't know.
So this brand, I found 3 pieces of it. Never seen it before, but I'm learning. We're always learning. I've been doing this since 2015, which is going on freaking 10 years, kind of. I found this J. Crew cotton blazer, and I like it in J. Crew. I'm surprised it wasn't the Ludlow line. Usually it will say Ludlow right below it, but something to look for, guys. If the back where the vents are, like back here, the vents are back here and they're still sewn shut. So I don't think this has ever been worn. It's in mint condition. It has a thread at the top that shows like they have it in it if it has been worn. And these, again, the vents are sewed shut. So I'm going to actually list this new without tags. New without tags because I really do think it's new without tags. What else you got? What do you look at flaws go? Give me some of these questions. Saks Fifth is where they sell them. What do I look for as far as flaws go? It just depends. I bought a Coogee sweater a couple weeks ago and it had a whole bunch of loose strings. I'm still going to buy that sweater. But if it's a bread and butter brand like a Peter Millar, if it has any type of little stain on it, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to put it down. But if it's maybe like this brand that we just found out is worth a lot of money, this Planet brand, if it has a little stain, I might pick it up and try to spot it. It might be worth it. And if it doesn't come out, I'll just list it at auction and see if someone will go for it.
What's a quick sale time?
What is a quick sale time in my opinion? Depends what the item is, depends what it is, and it depends what you price it at. I'm sorry, that's not maybe the answer you want to hear, but okay. So for example, here's another pair of those Oakley golf pants, right? If I sell these for if I list these for $25, I'll probably be sitting on them for a while. But I've sold them plenty of times that if I list these at $19.99, they'll sell within 2 weeks. So it's all about how you price things. So if I sold these for just $5 more, I might not sell them for a year. Or if I list them for a few dollars less, they'll sell within a couple of weeks. So it's all about how much you price things for. And take good pictures, of course. You want to take good pictures and point out any flaws, but usually I've found out the item sells itself. So if you price it well, you have a good reputation on whatever site you're selling it on, you take decent pictures, the item will sell itself. So if it's a new with tag item, like some of the stuff I got, if it's new with tags, it's going to sell itself. It's priced right. Just some Under Armour pants. These are different. I forget the style of these, but they had this little metal belt buckle right here. These aren't my favorite, but they were $5. So I already have these, and if you do eBay, I'm sure Poshmark, I'm sure a lot of them are the same. I have so many pairs of these and Nike shirts and Ralph Lauren and everything that the templates are already made out. So all I have to do is take the pictures of these, plug them in, plug in the size, plug in the color. It will literally take me 30 seconds to take pictures and 30 seconds to list these. So it will take me a minute to list these pants and probably another minute to find them and pack them. So 2 minutes go into listing those pants.
And you cross list things on different sites.
Yeah, you can cross list. I don't cross list right now because I've been doing well with eBay. At some point, maybe I'll cross list. I know it's very popular. What was it? Kayway was talking about. If you watch Kayway tonight, he'll tell you about what he has. He has a link on his. You can get a discount with him. I forget what it's like. I forget the name of it. Anyways, here's an Under Armour brand.
Whatnot, that thing?
What?
Is it Whatnot?
No, it's not Whatnot. So this just has a golf course on it, bread and butter, quarter zip. But again, I'm going to keep this. This is warm like fleece. So I'm not going to list this until September 1st. If you're just joining, list perfectly. List perfectly. That's right. That wasn't out when I first started. So when I first started, everyone was wanting some sort of app or something that would cross list between everything. So back in the dinosaur days, when I first started doing this, there was nothing like that. So they're out now and they're good. I found this puffer Carhartt jacket. I'd never seen a puffer Carhartt jacket before, and it was only $6. Come on, you know I'm gonna buy that. Obviously, the Carhartt, like the regular, like the duck canvas, is super popular and sells really well. I have one myself. But yeah, so Carhartt puffer for $5.99. I didn't even look up comps. I just to make sure there was no rips or holes in it, and I bought it. What's up? So Lightbox is a good question. I had a nice big light box. I used to do shoes in there, and it looked really good, but I actually needed the space for my inventory. So I just do all my clothes, all my shoes, everything flat lay on a wood floor with good lighting. So that's how I do mine. I would say the best way is to have some sort of box or some sort of curtain, and with good lighting, good white light like daylight on it. That's probably the best way. But the way I've done, I have no issues and it sells well. Everyone used to do different backgrounds, and then eBay and everything was pushing white backgrounds. Now I feel like they don't care. You can just do whatever you want. So
Do you list seasonally?
yes. So the question is, do I list seasonally? Yes. So I found this Polo Ralph Lauren, again, unique. It had a corduroy collar. It's a good size, 2XL or just XL, still whatever. Good size. It's quilted, good condition. I picked this up, but it was $6. I have so much spring and summer stuff that I bought throughout the winter and fall that stuff I'm going to be pushing out in my store right now, and I'll be continue pushing that out all spring, all summer. So this and any other coat I find, I will put in a bin or tons of bins, and I will hoard them until September, and I start listing it. So yeah, I'm a seasonal lister. If you're just starting out and you have maybe 50 items, I would list everything you have for sure. List everything you have. But since my store, I have so much inventory and I have so much to list, I do seasonal. And it's been about 4 years of that for me now. So I'm able to buy enough inventory with my money to have clothes for that season. So like right now, if I listed that jacket, chances are it's not going to do real well. It might sit in eBay. eBay may push it down the algorithms. And once fall and winter comes, it might be sitting at the bottom. So I'd rather list it in the fall, have it hit hit eBay real quick, the elbows, get it, sell it.
Your wife a reseller?
Is my wife a reseller? No, definitely not a reseller. She makes cakes though. It's funny. She makes cakes. I'm always like, dude, your cakes are so good. What's your Facebook page?
Take it easy.
Look up Cake It Easy. I'm not trying. She doesn't care about. She's a teacher too, or she's a teacher. I was a teacher, but her cakes are awesome, and she doesn't charge enough money. So get on there and be like, those are awesome. You need to charge more money. She basically gives them away. Uh, just found a Harley Davidson. I don't know. I'm not huge into Harley T-shirts. But for $2, I'll pick these up, put them in a bin, and when I get enough of them, I'll just lot them up together. I mean, Harley stuff's great, especially if it's like leather button-down shirts or whatever. But T-shirts, unless they're vintage, I'll just put them together. Like I already have a few over here that I'm just stocking together, and I'll list them all in a lot.
Do you allow offers?
Huh?
Do you allow offers?
Yeah. So you call your wife dude. I call my wife a lot of things. We have a funny relationship. We're all good. We're all good. So do I allow offers? Yeah. So everything I list is buy it now. Almost, I would say 98% of the things I list are buy it now, best offer. And then 1% are auctions, and then 1% are just buy it and no best offer. Maybe even more than that, actually. A lot of things I'll price low, like polos, I'll price low at maybe $18, and I won't put a best offer on there because it's already priced super cheap. And you get people asking to do it cheaper, but I don't. This is Polo Ralph Lauren, and actually these sell. This winter I figured out these actually sell, these like lightweight hoodies. It was a good size. I think it's double XL if I'm right. Yeah, double XL. $5, and this will sell for 20. Now that it's my full-time job, I definitely don't skip over those little bread and butter things. We were talking about this last night on a live, and the bread and butter items that I can make pocket $10. So something I buy for 5, sell it for 20. The buyer pays shipping. I can pocket that $10. That adds up, and you sell 100 of those, or I mean 10 of those a week, that's $100. You sell 20, that's $200. That stuff adds up really quick, just like this. Like this is a brand I would pass over if I was a part-time reseller because I just wouldn't have the time. Now that I'm full-time, when I don't have enough to sell, maybe this is what I'll throw on there. So this will sell for $18, $20, buyer pays shipping, and that'll bring me $10 in my pocket. So I usually know by now if I sell something for $18 to $20, it will be $10 in my pocket.
What level is your store on eBay?
What level? I'm looking for the next star. I'm almost there. Almost at 10,000 items. Obviously, when I did antiques way back in the day, I sold a lot less, but they sold for a lot more. But now since I'm doing clothing, I'm getting a lot more feedback. So I've sold 28,000 items. Top seller. I don't know what level.
What's your name on eBay and how did you come up with it?
It's actually all my stuff, Instagram, YouTube, everything is SurfsUpFinds. I actually just changed everything to SurfsUpFinds this year because my dude wife said I'm a dinosaur and I didn't do TikTok and I need to because people really would get a lot out of this and people like it. So I'm like, all right, I'll share some of my stuff, some of my knowledge, because that's how I learned when I first started. I watched YouTube videos, did my research. I'll give you guys some other tips here in a second what I did. But Travis Matthew, just bread and butter brand. Used to be super hot like 3 or 4 years ago. Now it's kind of going out. So this is probably like an $18, $20 shirt. Actually, probably 20. Sold a couple this week.
Is this everything you got today?
So everything I showed you, I even have a little bit more Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. So how many items do you think that was? 50, 60? 60. So Thrift did about 60 items Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. And they're all good items.
That's a good one for you. How about bad feedback on eBay?
Huh?
Unfair feedback on eBay.
Oh yeah. People, guys, you have it's a business. And anywhere you go, there's always going to be a naysayer. There's always going to be that jamming. So you're always going to have somebody that's unhappy. But like, for example, with this Travis Matthew, if I sell it and the buyer says, oh, there's a stain on it, I'm very unhappy, you didn't mention the stain, what I'll do is just completely refund them and say, don't worry about sending it back. Just donate it. Maybe you can get the stain out and enjoy it. I'd rather take a $10 hit than get negative feedback. To me, that's more important because you get negative feedback, eBay's going to push your store down in the algos, and you're not going to get as many sales. So I'd rather take a little hit than get bad feedback. But sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. I always tell the buyer, like, let me make it right. Give me a chance to make it right, and I will. I have that in my description. Like, if you're unhappy with something, let me make it right before you leave bad feedback. So, or unfair feedback. This is how I found. You want to take that last I watched you this morning. Now I'm back. Hey, thank you, D. David. Yeah, so this morning was my first live thrift. I'm going to next time turn the camera around because I rewatched it and it was awful. Sorry about that, but at least we found some stuff right this morning. And so I'll turn around next time and it'll be a lot more fun. But yeah, this is how I learned, guys. So the way I learned, two ways. I used to watch people. They'd show me their bolo brands. If you just came, I would have never known about this brand unless I watched someone like me say, hey, look out for this brand, Planet. It brings a ton of money. Like, you're looking at probably $100 for this jacket. Would have never known that. So I watched people like myself, and then I also went into the high-end stores, like not mall brands. So I go to Nordstrom's, Saks Fifth Avenue, REI, and I look at those brands, and those are how I know what to pick up. Because most of those brands at those stores I pick up. REI, you're talking Cool, Patagonia, Arc'teryx, Prana, all those brands at REI, any of those hiking brands. And then at Nordstrom's, there's a bajillion brands. And they're always changing them out, like always. Thanks. You too. Saw you this morning. Also, yeah, guys, I want to do some of those live thrifts. Those are fun. I mean, and sometimes they're duds. So I did 2 today. I was just going to do the one this morning, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to a thrift store here in town that prices are things out of this world. And so we went in there. There were 2 people in the whole store. I was in there for probably 30 minutes live, and everything was just completely overpriced. I mean, I'm talking like Kohl's brand stuff, like exactly MSRP. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know. And they're not selling anything. I've been there one other time. They had the same exact stuff sitting on the shelf. So they're doing the exact opposite of what I do. So I like to sell my stuff a little cheaper, get it out the door, get that money working for me. I would say I've educated myself a lot on economics and investing over the past couple of years. So I've got a kind of changed mindset as far as that stuff goes. But here we go. Gold button blazers. So I really like gold button blazers if they're the right brand. Brooks Brothers, I always pick them up if there are no flaws. I find them in Burberry, Brooks Brothers, and I've been even picking up the Ralph Lauren gold button blazers, which I used to pass up on those, but every time I list them, I buy them all for $8, and they sell like within a couple weeks for $38. I price them at $37.99. Buyer pays shipping. I ship them in a padded flat rate envelope, and they sell super quick. So to make $30 and just take the listings, when I do my pictures, I'll take pictures of the measuring tape on my listings. So like the length, the width, all that stuff. And then that's it. So I don't put any measurements in my description or anywhere. I just have them in my photos. And in my description, I have look at photos for measurements. That's it. So that saves me so much time. Otherwise, I'd have to write down the measurements, put them into my description, put them into like the actual like feed. I don't do that. So I just take pictures of the measurements. I've been doing that now for probably 2 or 3 years. And I have way less returns, way less issues. And when someone says, hey, this doesn't fit right, well, I say, the measurements were there. I do accept returns, but buyer pays returns, just so you know. So yeah, anytime. Want to arm wrestle? You'd smoke me. I used to teach PE and I used to work out, but now that I'm doing this full time, man, I need to get to the gym. Take photos also and see. So length and width, yes. On polos. So I'll answer some more for you. So on polo shirts, right? On polo shirts, I'll just do pit to pit, laying flat, and I'll do collar, like the top of collar to the bottom. So pit to pit, top of collar to bottom, and that's it. So I'll just take those 2 photos. That's all I do for measurements. I don't put any measurements. That's all I do, just 2 pictures. It saves me a ton of time. Now, blazers takes a little bit more time. So blazers, I will do pit to pit, with the arms up. So I'll do the pit to pit. I'll do back, the back of the collar to the bottom of the hem, and I will do the shoulder, the length of the arm. Sometimes if it's like a wider shoulder, I'll do shoulder to shoulder. Sometimes people will ask for that too. But just do it. Usually I just do shoulder to shoulder too, because then you don't have to pull it out later. So, and another thing, if it's something that I know will sell quick and people want to know like all these extra measurements, I just don't respond because I know it's going to sell within like a day or two. And usually people that want all this extra stuff can kind of be a headache on the other side too when they get it. What's consider activity on eBay? Not quite. Can you re-ask that question?
Go up to more. A question about suit pricing.
My Goodwill thrift start suit jackets from 12 to 40. What would be the cutoff for buying jackets? All right, so depends. So this is a Brooks Brother gold button jacket. I sell these for about $50. So the most I would pay for this is probably I wouldn't spend any more than $20 on this. I wouldn't spend any more than 20 because on everything I have, I want to at least double my money, and even the small stuff. So
activity, he means like the daily getting on, like refresh it, like to put something every day on eBay to keep you relevant.
Oh yeah, so I list things every day. I list probably anywhere from slow day would be 5 all the way up to 25 to 30 things a day. So I try to, my average is probably 10 to 15 items a day listed. I list every single day, Monday through Sunday, every single day. I'm a big believer in algos. I definitely think eBay wants to keep your store moving. If you keep your store active as far as listing, as far as if you don't have something to list, maybe shoot out offers to people or mark something on auction. Just do something new with your store, and eBay will reward you and push your store more. I find that all the time. When I started out, I wouldn't list things for a week, and then I'd list like 1 or 2 things, and things would start selling. So it's really weird like that. Also, another funny little story, I had a Robert Graham polo, long sleeve, and it sat for a year. I was going through my inventory the other day. I'm like, I'm just going to throw that on. I had it listed for $20 for a year, threw it on for 99 cents, sold for $24 at auction. Right? So there's a prime example of if it's stagnant, do something new with it. So I got more money out of it just by throwing it up at auction. And my eBay is SurfsUpFinds, my YouTube SurfsUpFinds. So you can look at all my sold listings or all my stuff that I have. So yep. Lex, I see you. I see you. Lex, I don't know if you've heard of this little brand right here. The girly brand with the flares in, right? I don't know. You know, you're stylish. You always wear the stylish clothes. I could totally see you in this too. So yeah, I bought this today, guys. Aztec, Polo Ralph Lauren women's does well. Hit me with a few more questions. Do I ever do Poshmark live auction? I don't do Poshmark live auctions. I actually do. Actually, I'm gonna show you something else too. I want to know if you know this brand. Oh shoot. I don't do Poshmark live auctions. I'm not even on Poshmark. I'm just on eBay. Let me see. I don't know where it went. Is this stuff? I'm looking for that pair of pants that were like that Oshka.
Oh, well, you just said the brand, so now you want
Oshka. Here it is. So, guys, here's a brand I found too. It's a bolo brand for women. Oshka. It's linen. They're like big, like comfy pants. Lex, what do you think of those? Don't wear flare, yeah. But look at this. These are super nice. Only paid that much for them. Did pretty well. So, do I sell suit jackets? Yeah, if you're just new or just joining, I went through a couple. I sell suit jackets. I'm starting to get really picky on suit jackets because they take a lot of my time. You have to do extra measurements. You have to do extra searching as far as like comps and the sizes, and things can be tailored. Suits are always tailored, hemmed, everything. So suits, unless they're like super nice, if I think I can get like 50 or more out of them, I'll probably pick them up if they're under $10. Yeah, so yep. All right, you guys have any more questions for me before we head out? I appreciate you guys being here. Have her sold a suit jacket had a small spot on the material. Yeah, so listen, if suit jackets have spots or little hole, you have to look for little holes. I don't pick them up. I do not, because a lot of times you start trying to take it off, it messes with the fabric, and then you create another mess on another mess on. I don't want to go pay to get it dry clean, and I end up just redonating it. So it's got to be like perfect shape if I pick it up. Pair of Cabela blue jeans. They want $20 for them. Where? Capella D. David. Yeah, you're with me this morning. Cabela. Oh, at that place we went to this morning. Is that what you're talking about? We went to a place this morning. Cabela blue jeans with $20 on them. It was nuts. This place was crazy. But they're for good causes. I want to go up there and be like, guys, you want to make money to feed the homeless. That's what you do. But all this stuff's just sitting here and you got it for free. Come on. I want to spend money here, but they won't let me. Thanks, Lex. Appreciate it. Enjoy spring break. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I appreciate your time on Wednesdays, except for next Wednesday I won't be here. I'm gonna come on every Wednesday night about 8 o'clock and show you what I got so far this week. Hopefully you see some brands. Like every week I find some new brands, some bolo brands. And then on Sundays I come on. I will not be on this Sunday. So we have spring break next week. I'll be gone.
You want my cake store?
So,
You want my cake store?
What's your cake store?
It's Cake It Easy.
Cake It Easy, like the movie It. Cake It Easy.
No, Cake It Easy. Like take it easy.
Take it easy. It's Cake It Easy.
Yeah, Cake It Easy.
Spell it.
Cake.
Write it in the comments.
It.
She's going to write it in the comments. You should check out her cakes. They're awesome. So, oh, Purple Label. Purple Label. Yeah, Ralph Lauren Purple Label is the best label. So, Ralph Lauren Purple Label, you can't get better than that. And Double RL is really good too. Ralph Lauren Double RL. So, Purple Label, Double RL. Hey, before you go, what's up? What's your picker? What's up? What's up? I'll still answer you guys' questions for a couple more. What time is it, Shelby?
9:08. Don't you get into chaos?
Yeah, I got people on here that want some views, so I'm gonna get off in a second. Cake It Easy. There you go, guys. But it had a spot. Losing my mind over this. What are you losing your mind over? I can show you more stuff I got. You weren't here last week. So, these right here, Carhartt pants. I was asking people last week. You need to look out for the FR. Carhartt FR, and if the hems are really good, you need to pick them up, especially if they're under $10. The FR stands for fire resistant. So welders will buy these. And these are priced more than regular Carhartt jeans. They're super thick. And it's not only for welders. I know people who wear these who like do camping because the campfires won't burn holes in their stuff, all that sort of stuff. And I think these are I'm gonna list new without tags because they're like union made. They all had this right here. A lot of pants like this have it, Wrangler or whatever, have that tag, and you cannot get it off. So I'm gonna list these. I found like 4 of them, brand new looking. So I'm gonna list them new without tag. Again, Carhartt FR. So what's the most effective way to ship those Carhartts? Tight fit party bubble mail. No, so what I do, guys, go to my YouTube and watch. I just made a video about shipping. It might be a little corny, but it's informative. I'll ship these in a padded flat rate envelope. And I make the buyers pay for shipping, but these will fit into a padded flat rate. Shelby, don't you love putting these in a padded flat rate?
The things my nightmares are made of.
She hates putting these in there because you really have to tuck them in, but they fit. So padded flat rate, they'll ship. The buyer will pay like a little over $10 because I'm a top seller on eBay or whatever reason. I'll get a little discount, so I only pay $8 to ship these because I print them off at home. So you actually make a little on that side. But yeah, I'll ship these in priority padded flat rate envelope. And you can get so many things from the post office for free. So figure out your shipping, guys. Figure out your shipping. If you figure out your shipping, you're going to be making money. I'm telling you.
The one who said she's losing her mind, she said Peter Millar with the logo on the sleeve. It's a special shirt that they give the pros, but I can't remember the term.
K-Way was talking about this today or yesterday or whatever. Peter Millar Pro Tour. He said the Peter Millar one. All right, so person who just asked this question, Peter Millar polo shirts. Shoot, I don't even know what I did with mine, but above they're downstairs. I might have them up here. You can go get them. Yeah, she's gonna go grab one. All right, so Peter Millar. If it has the Peter Millar logo on the sleeve, that means they were only issued to PGA Tour players. There's only 150, I think, at a time on the list. So if you find a Peter Millar with the patch Peter Millar on the sleeve, you're talking, KJ was saying $60. I don't find those. I find FootJoy with the FJ on the collar and the Titleist on the sleeve. And those are the same way. Those are for pros. Instead of selling for $18 if it has a Titleist on the sleeve, you sell them for $74. And I've sold those around the world. So I've shipped those to Australia. I've shipped them everywhere. So anyone with the Titleist, any of the FootJoys with Titleist on the sleeve, look them up. It's like anything, guys. If something looks unusual or special, give it an extra look up. Look up Titleist, look up Peter Millar patch on the sleeve, whatever. Yeah, so it's, no, the Peter Millar logo, yeah, just on the sleeve. The logo is usually tiny, you know, if it's just on the neck right here. But he was saying there's pro. I've never found a Peter Millar with on the sleeve. He told me he buys lots from people or from a guy that gets some professional golf stuff, and they that's how he gets those. But this is my first class poly mailer. This is what I'll send. Anything under a pound, I'll send it in this. Shirts wise, pants, whatever it is, it doesn't get damaged because it's not breakable, right? So this be first class. This is the padded flat rate. So if you make an account, watch my YouTube video. All you need to do, make an account with USPS.com online, and they will ship these straight to your house for free, as many as you want. Like I have boxes of these, like literally stacked up boxes of these downstairs. So the padded flat rate envelope. Make sure you look for the padded. They have the bubbles inside, and I'll throw the jeans in there, and even to have self-adhesive, so you don't even have to buy tape for them. So, but you have to ship them padded flat rate. You have to ship them exactly how they say, or else you'll get charged more. So padded flat rate, that's how I ship those. She brought me 2 Tyveks. These are also a good way to ship priority. Instead of going to like Walmart and spending $2 on something to ship in, you know, the Postal Service has a ton of items that it'll give you if you ship it priority or ship it whatever way that is listed on the item. I also do shoes in a box. They have a box called Priority Shoe Box, and if you can get those sent to your house online. What I get, like I think 4,000 of those boxes. I came home one time. I thought I ordered 400. There's like 4,000 of them. Maybe not that many, but I had huge. I didn't know where I was going to put them, so I still have them. It's huge boxes. So, yep. SurfsUpFinds is my store. Yep. And you can also, I have a link in my bio. You can look at all my stuff and where I buy. So I buy these off of Amazon. And I was saying in my YouTube video, like all poly mailers are not created equal. They're not all created equal. I bought the cheapest ones, and you get what you pay for. They tear easily. The self-adhesive strips are garbage. These are just a little bit more. And I have a link in my bio, and these work really well. They're thick. I've never had a buyer say package came damaged or opened or anything ever, not one time. I've sold 27,000 items, 28,000 items. So, all right. Yep, bubble mailers are good. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I might be live tomorrow. Check in, thrifting. So I'll be thrifting a little bit tomorrow. So maybe check in with me. I don't know. It'll be between 9 and noon somewhere. I might be thrifting, and you might see me out in the wild. And if I am, I'll have some good hits for you if I'm out there. All right, later, guys. Appreciate it. See you.